Where I am now, I'm in a special place of tender warm embrace. Where I am where I am now, I'm better than before. I'm through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place of tender warm embrace. Where I am now.
Good morning. And what a beautiful morning it is. And it happens to be Fun Friday. I hope you all are doing well. I know I am. I am host Yolanda Hnton with FYI Morning Show Live. And I tell you what, I got a co-host today, Miss Lakeisha Hnton Williams is in the house with me. We want to just say good morning and give her a round of applause.
Good morning. How are you?
I tell you what, we're going to talk to Lakeisha in a minute. I want to welcome first our viewers, our listeners, Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you all like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. As a matter of fact, go over to our YouTube channel at Cristo Records 1, Cristo Records 1, or you can always go to the newest one, FYI Radio Show Live, host Yolanda Hnton. FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hnton. Let me get it right. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me, and I promise I'll follow you back. So today is Fun Friday. I tell you what, Lakeisha, the weather is roasting. It's going to be a hot one. We're expecting like 97 degrees, but the heat index is going to be 100. So I tell you what, we better govern ourselves accordingly. Make sure we got on sunscreen. Make sure we are hydrated, because I tell you what, it's hot. So this is a great day, Friday, Fun Friday, and we're going to be talking just as ladies, as friends, as girls, about just a couple of things, and we're just glad that you all are here with us. Look, TikTok is already doing this thing. Demayo, good morning. How are you? I think, yeah, Demayo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Who else do we have on the line? Astro Boy, what's going on? A lot of you guys, Austin, hi, Unbothered, Little Dre. It's so many of you all, and when I get a chance later on, I will shout you out. Make sure you say something in the chat. Make sure you let me know what you're doing, what's going on this weekend, and let's have a good time on today. Akeisha's here. And Lakeisha's going to tell us a little bit about herself. I'm glad she's here because she is not just a beautiful person, but she's a writer. She's an author, and she has the book, Mother May I, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. Then we're going to talk about some other things. But Lakeisha, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you, Yolanda. My name is Lakeisha, and I am an author. I am also a retired Navy chief. I am from Durham, North Carolina. I am, this is my book, Mother May I, with all due respect, addressing the silent wars between mothers and daughters.
What a subject.
Yes. What made me write this book was my daughter, a 16-year-old.
Yes.
She came to me with a letter an actual letter, guys. And she asked me, could she talk to me in this letter? And she told me in the letter that she liked girls.
Wow.
I had to, Yolanda,
You had to think about that one.
I did. I did.
Yes.
I had to sit back and I thought about it. I didn't have to think about it long.
Yeah,
I went to her and I told her that I loved her.
absolutely.
And that was it. I told her that I loved her, and it didn't matter what she liked, who
Yes.
she liked. She was still my daughter,
Yes.
and we would learn and grow and know together. And that was it. And then I asked her, could I share her letter with the world? And that was it. And then I started talking to different women. I started talking to women, and I started getting women to write their letters. I
Yes.
started asking women, could they write their truth?
Yes.
Could they write their truth, and started to write their truth to write their truth to their mothers, to daughters, to let me see.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it wasn't just your daughter. You pulled in a collection of women to show, to give us their experience and their about their relationship with their mother. Is that what
Right.
happened? Yes.
They started writing their truth because we were told they couldn't they couldn't I'm a loss for words. Things that we couldn't talk about, things that they were told to stop.
Oh.
We were told to stop talking about things that we were told to not.
Keep things in the closet.
Yeah.
Don't talk about certain things. You know, back in the day, our mothers, I know my mother, grandmother, what happens at home stays in the, you know, you don't go out and you don't tell certain things that's happening no matter what. And so it was kind of like that thing. It's like, okay, these are the things that you keep silent on. You don't talk about.
Right.
Yes. Keep your mouth. Don't tell my business.
Yes.
Don't tell my business. I think that's a mistake. I think that's a mistake. I understand what they were doing. You know, it was their business. You know, is what they wanted to keep. You know, their privacy. Yet again, there are some things that should have been talked about, and your daughter should have been able to express. That's another thing.
Right.
Kids should stay in
a child's place.
And
they weren't. But I gave my daughter a safe space.
Oh, wonderful.
Things that she wasn't able to talk about, I told her that she was.
Yes,
my mother,
yes.
things that my mother wasn't, things that my mother told me that I couldn't talk about, I give my daughter a safe space to
Amazing.
Talk about. So these days, we should give our daughters
absolutely.
A space to talk, right?
Yes.
Because when I was young, I'm 52, so my mother,
yes,
she would not have been able to take that. If I would have told my mother that,
she would have. There's a whole new generation.
Yeah, she would not have been able to tell me it's okay.
Wow.
My mother would have. She would have reacted totally different. Right. So
what was that, you think? Was that fear? Was it privacy? Was it just coming up at a different time? What do you think that was, where you couldn't express yourself, you know, as openly as the generations now?
I think it was the time. It was the time frame. It was a different time. So today, kids can talk.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, today they have to be able to talk to us, because if not, they'll go outside the house, right?
It's true.
Yeah, so
it's true.
I want her to be, I want all kids to be able to come to their parents, because if not,
it's not going to be
scary.
Good. They're going to hold it in. They're going to keep it in the closet in a secret. whatever the situation is, they're gonna just like it's gonna ball up in them. You just don't know how it is when you're stifled and when you're not able to
Right.
express. It
Yeah.
balls up in you like a knot, and sometimes it comes out in so many different ways.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, so Mother May I, with all due respect, I love that part, with all due
Right.
respect. Why you put that all due respect
Well,
in there?
you know what? Because normally when people hear with all due respect, they think something disrespectful is about to come. So I wanted to play on words with all due respect. I want them to know something respectful is about to happen.
Oh my.
So, with all due respect, these letters are raw. With all due respect, these letters are allowing women to come with something
Yes,
different. With
absolutely.
all due respect, are allowing these women to say something that they haven't been able to say, but respectfully, right?
Yes.
I have a couple of letters in here.
Yeah.
I wrote my daughter a letter.
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
I wrote my mom a letter.
Oh my.
I did.
Can you share a little bit of it, or can you tell us what the experience was like when you wrote?
Mhm.
Did you share? Say, here, I want you to read this. Was it
Yeah.
like that for your mom and your daughter?
It was.
I want you to hear that. What happened?
Well, which one? My mom or my daughter?
Let's hear your daughter first. When you wrote the letter to her.
When I wrote the letter to my daughter, well, let's see.
Was it easy or hard? Was it a hard thing to write the letter, first of all?
It was hard.
And was it hard to give it to her? Give her the letter.
I never, I
You
didn't
didn't ever
give
give it.
it.
Okay,
I didn't
but
give
you
it to
wrote
my
it.
mother. I did write it. I wrote it.
Ooh.
I wrote it to my mother. Mm. I wrote it to my mother because I was raped when I was
Yes.
13. I was raped when I was 13, and my mother was a single mom, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And my mother worked all the way across town, and she always woke me up before she left for work. And the day that I was raped, she did the same thing that she did every day, right?
Yes.
She woke me up before she left for work. And that day I did not get up.
Okay.
And I overslept and I missed the bus. And I called my mom to come back and get me for work, from
Yes.
work. And she
Yes.
told me no. She said, and I better get to school the best way I know how. I called my aunt who worked at the school, and my aunt was giving, you remember the PSAT?
Yes.
And she said she couldn't, but my coach was in the office, and he
Yes.
heard my phone
Yes.
call, and he volunteered to come
To come.
get me.
Yes. Let me pause for a minute.
Yes.
Okay, TikTok will say SA. They say SA instead of the R word. Or you can say the R word, or you can say SA up here for them. They'll
That's
flag.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, assault.
SA. Assault.
Yeah, SA.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they.
Assault.
Yeah.
Okay. I was assaulted.
Yeah.
Um,
SA. She was SA.
I was
We all get it.
physically assaulted. I was
Uh-huh.
physically assaulted. And he came to pick me up. And I allowed him to pick me up.
Yes.
And I blamed my mother. For all these years, I blamed my mother for not coming to pick me up.
Because
Because she did not. And all these years, I did not know that it wasn't my mother's fault. It was his fault.
absolutely.
It was his fault. It wasn't my mother's fault. And I did not realize it was his fault until I got help. I got help after I retired from the military. I had my daughter.
Yes.
I had my daughter.
Yes.
And I got help after I had my daughter. Right?
Yes.
And I did not.
But the focus was on mom, because mom, you figured mom, look, why weren't you there? Why didn't you protect me type thing, right?
Right. I thought it was my mother's fault. And
Yes.
I did not tell my mother. I did not tell my
Yes.
mother that I thought it was her fault.
But did you tell your mother immediately what happened though?
I wrote my mother a letter. My psychiatrist told me to write my mother a letter. She told me to write who I thought wronged me.
Okay.
And I wrote my
wow.
mother that
Yes.
letter, right? I
Yes.
wrote her a letter. And
Yes.
that was the first letter that I wrote.
Yes.
I wrote her a letter.
my goodness.
And that's how I wrote my first letter.
Yes.
And that's how I ended up writing my first letter.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And so that's, I can imagine that was one of the hardest things
That was
to
the
do.
hardest letter that I ever wrote. And I never mailed it.
But you wrote it. You
I
had to
wrote it.
You know, when I see your title, Mother May I, with all due respect, I get the impression that even though you felt that she had wronged you in the situation, it was her fault. When you write the book, it reminds me of, with all due respect, let me say this, and let me respectfully say this. You're still my mother. I love you, but I want to do this thing right, because it sounds as though you are also was also wanting healing for the relationship. When I hear, with all due respect, it wasn't like, Mother May I, look, I'm coming for you, I'm about to dust you up, beat you up.
Right.
And so the women that are in the book as well, did they lend the same grace to their mothers as you?
Right. I was asking her to forgive me.
Oh.
I asked her to forgive me in that letter for blaming her.
Oh, wow.
Because she never knew that I blamed her. Right?
Okay, yes.
She never knew that I blamed her for him raping me. I mean, I'm sorry, for that physical assault.
Yes.
So I needed her to forgive me. Because she never knew that she was the blame.
She was, yeah.
So I needed her forgiveness.
Yeah. Oh, what was the reaction as you all finally discussed this? What was your mom's reaction to all this?
She cried.
Oh, I can imagine.
And of course she forgave me.
Yes.
Of course she forgave me.
Yes.
Because I never mailed it, but I told it to her.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I just burned that letter.
Yeah, I guess closure.
It was closure for me.
Absolutely.
It was closure for me.
You think the ladies in the book that wrote the letters had that same closure? Do you feel like they gotten healing through the book?
Well,
will we feel that as we read the book?
It was one, I'll share another one. It's one letter in here. It is called, the very first one. It is called 1,206 Seconds of New Energy.
Yes.
That letter was mailed to a mom.
Okay.
And that one was, her mother passed away on January 20th, 2006.
Okay, 2006.
She mailed that letter to her mom, and her mother passed on January, but she mailed that letter.
Yes.
And her mother passed 3 months later.
Wow.
So she would not have been in that room with her mom.
Okay.
If she had not
been
been able to mail that letter, and she rekindled her relationship with her mom. And I asked her to write that letter. So once she wrote that letter and mailed it to her mom, they rekindled their relationship. So she thanked me. She thanked me for asking her to write that letter. So these letters are working and mending relationships with mothers and daughters.
Oh, wow.
So I am thankful that these ladies are doing exactly what I'm asking them to do. So it's working. It's definitely working, Yolanda.
What made you want to be a writer, an author?
My daughter. I did not set out to do this. Okay. My daughter inspired me to do this. So me being a mom,
Just wanted
inspired
to.
me to do it.
I mean, I can imagine. And how long did it take for you to come to the conclusion? I got to do this. I've got to reach out because it's your story, but you're reaching out in a way, like you were saying, for healing for others and to for others to have a voice.
Hmm.
So, why did you? How long did it take you to think about it? Was it something like one day just saying, you know what, I'll write a book. My daughter has inspired me, or is it? I want to write a book. What am I going to say? How am I going to say it? How am I going to style this book? What was the process?
Honestly, being all transparent, it was a 2 year process.
Oh,
Honestly, Be, because my trust and my trust issues are it's really is
yes.
not all there.
Okay.
Because being in the military,
Yes.
my
Yes.
trust issues is not really good.
Yes.
So it was a 2 year process.
Did you trust yourself? Did you feel like I can do this, or were you
No,
kind of like wondering, why would I do a book? Who
no,
wants to hear? Were any of those questions coming in your
of
head?
course.
Self doubt.
Of course. My
Mm-hmm.
job is logistics. I spent 24 years in the military doing logistics. I wasn't an author. And
So you thought.
exactly.
So you thought.
Exactly. This was not my forte.
Uh-huh.
And now, being a mom and a daughter myself made me an author.
Just say, I'm an author now. I am an author.
So when people ask me, what do you do? I say I'm retired. And my daughter told me just the other day, she said, no, Mom, you're an author.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
She
Yes.
let you know exactly who you
Yes.
are. It reminded you of,
It
that's
did.
right. That's
She
what I am.
did.
That's who I am.
We were in church the other day, and the pastor said, if you are an entrepreneur, stand up. And I kept sitting down, and my daughter said, stand up, Mom. Stand up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You are in the club now as an author, writer, and you got so many things that's going to be birthed as a result of all of this. As I was thinking about you the other day, I pulled up, and as a matter of fact, I was online and something came on my wall. And it says, it was the cutest thing, and it was Shonda Rhimes, and I think everybody knows about Shonda Rhimes. Shonda Rhimes, but the truth.
Yes.
So she's on my wall, and she's doing this song, and she's pointing, and it's a song that says, you do, you do. And the question she asked is, when are you going to start writing?
Yeah.
And why haven't you picked up your writing tools and start your book? And it says, you're the one that need to do this. So Shonda Rhimes, I was thinking about her as I thought about you being a writer. And I just thought about inspiring, how you can inspire others to actually, birth those things that they want to birth. That's inside, and things that God has given us. God has given us a lot of things to write, to give to others. It's not just for ourselves, even though we are healed through our endeavors. But He gives us this stuff for others. And I pulled her up, and she is a young woman that she's doing so many things. She's an American television producer, screenwriter, founder of production company Shondaland. You all have seen her in Bridgerton. Oh, one of my favorite series.
Mine too.
Oh, Queen Charlotte. She's an Emmy winner, British Academy Television Awards. It goes on and on and on. I mean, films and so many things. And even when I saw that, I was like, Lord, so many people have that same gift, but some people don't have that confidence, push, or support. And so I was just thankful that, to have you on to tell people, hey, just do it. Just get started. She's doing the same thing. Just write. Those things are for us to make us whole, make us healed, and to, give us, show us the light, show us how we can help others as well through the things that God has given us. And so, I just commend you on just taking on this wonderful mantle and saying, hey, I got to do this. And I've got to share with women and other women and people in general, other, men as well could get a lot from seeing a relationship between a woman and her mother. And so, I just wanted to commend you. I commend her. And when I got under her page and started talking with others, they were so really inspired by the fact that I had written a couple of books and I'm on my third book, and they were asking questions. It's like a whole community of people, and they want to empty themselves out of the things that God has given them. Definitely. And all sometimes people need is that little push, or just like you say, your daughter's voice, Mama, you are, you this, that, you can do it. Definitely. And so I just want to say thank you for that. And we're going to talk about the book and where you can get it in a little bit. And I myself, my journey as an author, I always like writing. My mother likes to write. She used to love writing. My sisters, they have really a way of writing words. And I used to find all kind of things that they had documented and written and stuff like that. And so, sometimes it's a thing that's all around you and you're exposed to it and you become that as well. And so I just thank God for the opportunity to be able to share my thoughts and things in a form where people can see it. It goes down in history. Yeah. It's part of my legacy and things like that. It is very, very important, don't you think?
Definitely, yes, definitely. I'm glad you mentioned that. There's actually a sequel coming to Mother May I.
All right.
I mentioned it in Mother May I. The last letter in Mother May I is by a man. It's called Beyond the Barbershop.
Oh,
Stuff Men Won't Talk About. So when you buy Mother May I and you read the last letter, it's for the men. So
that is marvelous.
Oh my goodness. You will not. Yes. I'm telling you, you're going to love it.
The thing about it, women have everything. Let's just admit, we make sure, we have it all. But then men are standing by sometimes like, what about us?
I don't forget about the men.
What made that happen? What was the idea behind it in the sense of where did it come from? Did you sit back and say, this is one side, let me tell a different side of how men do?
Well, like I mentioned, I recruited I was in the Navy for 24 years.
Yes.
And I recruited for the Navy. And one of my recruits, very, very, very great young man, he wrote a letter for me. And let me tell you, this young man had a very, very, very hard life.
Oh, wow.
He wrote a letter for me, and it's called The Trilogy of Love.
Oh, wow.
And let me just say this. He was raised by his grandmother, and he thanked his grandmother.
Yes.
He thanked his grandmother for being the love of his life. The love of his life.
Yes.
And he wanted the world to know that his grandmother was the savior.
Absolutely.
His grandmother saved his life. And he thanked her. And I needed.
Absolutely.
I needed to put that letter in the book.
That is awesome.
And I wanted that to be the start of.
Yes.
I wanted men to see that it was okay to be okay with letting their feelings out.
Absolutely.
It's okay for men to cry. It's okay for men to talk beyond the barbershop. It's okay for men to say, I'm not okay.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And men don't do that a lot. So I wanted men to start being not okay.
Ooh. You're giving men a voice.
Yes.
It's like talk, speak, and share. Tell
Yeah.
us your feelings because we know you have them.
Right.
You may want to be that man. I'm that man. I'm a man. But
Hmm.
men still have hurt, pain, joy. We want to know what you're made of. And
Right.
it's funny. I had someone who got mad at Steve Harvey because Steve Harvey was telling all the tea on what men think and things
Right.
like that. But we see you, but we need to know how you feel. We need to know. We want you to express yourself, and it doesn't just start with men. It starts sometimes with little boys that are very secretive and don't know how to express their feelings because again, you're not supposed to cry, you're not
Right.
supposed to feel, you're not supposed to this and that,
That's what they tell
and
me,
you
right?
end up absolutely with a brick wall, just putting up walls and things throughout life, and people don't know, don't they misunderstand you or don't understand you. So having that other side, and giving men a voice is going to be an awesome thing.
Right.
Men, you need to talk a little bit more,
And
whether you
that's what
know
I'm
it or
going to
not.
show them.
Yes. So, oh wow, congratulations on that. We can't wait for that to come
Beyond the
in.
barbershop.
Beyond the Barbershop, a wonderful, wonderful title, as a matter
Yes.
of fact. So you're gonna have so many things. Look, this is the beginning of. It sounds like another Shonda Rhimes. You don't know what else is in you. Once you empty yourself of this, you're going to just continue to
Yes.
empty yourself of other things. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about some other things that you can absolutely empty yourself of. And we're going to talk about podcasting, something that we're doing now. And
Yes.
let's just talk a little bit about podcasting and how it is a tool that goes along with a lot of things that we write,
Okay.
our expression, our voice. And of course, a podcast is a digital show you can stream or download or in real time or pre recorded and things like that on many topics and many subjects and things like that. Did you know, Lakeisha, it's about 2.3 million podcasts based in the United States alone?
Mm.
2 to 3 million. But the wonderful thing about it is, and it's wonderful, but I'm just using that term. Only 200,000 are really considered active regular producers. And so wherein you have so many that have jumped in, the water to do podcasts and things like that, 200,000 are more consistent, and they really have made a name for themselves or have built a great audience for podcasting. What do you think it takes to be a good podcaster?
I don't, Yolanda, I really don't know, but I want to learn.
Yes.
I really do want to learn.
Yes. Some things that I thought about. There are some things, of course, that we're going to talk about, like, what things you can do, how you can get started. But I feel as though some of these things should be a part of who you are. And one is, I notice a lot of podcasters have the gift of gab.
Okay.
They're talking. What do you think? That's what I'm saying. I think, first of all, you have to be a person that, likes to talk, because that's what it's going to take.
Right.
So you got it already, right?
I can do that.
Absolutely. Now, the thing about it is this is how I feel, but guess what? I was not that person that had the gift of gab. I was very, very, very quiet and shy. I think when I started doing radio, it brought out more of me being able to express myself and to not be as quiet as I should. So doing radio these 11 years have really brought out more of being able to communicate through podcasts and radio and things like that. Gave me more confidence. Just let me know that, hey, just say what you want to say, and hey, people will see, either people will listen or people won't listen, but you have the right to put out there the things that you want. So the gift of gab is something that I've started to really, really grasp hold to, be able to be talkative, linguistic, and just keep the conversation going, being consistent. And that's why the numbers are from millions to 200,000, because people think they want to do it, but they don't understand that sometimes it is social media as a whole is a little taxing. It's something that you have to be consistent in. It's something, especially if you're doing live things live or communicating live, you've got to be able to put up with certain things from your audience. Everybody's different. Some people are nicer than others. Some people are outspoken as well. Some of them will say whatever. Some of them want to hurt your feelings. Some of them. So there are certain things that you have to keep up. Even through all the foolishness at times. You also want to improve your technique. You can start from the bare minimum, or just start off by talking to folk, getting on Facebook Live. A lot of people just come on that platform, or just you can come on Instagram or whatever, just to kind of like get your feet wet. Or you can sit in your own home and record yourself and say, oh, you know what, I got a lot to say. So, you can start off small, and you can kind of like get bigger and bigger and bigger at what you do. Being yourself is key. Folks see through phoniness, and they'll tell you, you just own it. People will say anything to you, so being yourself is key. Knowing who you are. I know this young lady who is a blogger, a podcaster, beloved life. And she talks about when she first started out, she became a multimillionaire, Lakeisha, as a result of doing her podcast and things like that. I mean, she really became rich. But she actually had to get counseling when she first started, because she didn't know it would be such an atmosphere of the good and the bad, right. And so, knowing who you are is going to be key, because you're going to find out that people, have the habit of, wanting to say what they want to say to you. And you've got to be able to hold on and say, no, this is my mission. This is my vision, and things like that. Do you think it's easy to get a vision? Do you think it's easy? Are you already have your book and things like that. You already kind of know if you choose to go on today or tomorrow, you have something to say. You feel like you're already equipped for with the vision to go forth. If you choose,
I do have a vision. I don't think that it is easy. I do think it's easy to get your vision.
Yes.
I don't think that it is easy to move forward. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, absolutely.
I think if you have a team, I think if you have a circle, it could be easier. You know what I mean?
Yes. It's true.
Yeah.
You're right. That's right. It could be, you have to have a support system, and a lot of other things. You have to be spontaneous too. You kind of want to, you've got to be spontaneous, because you don't know, what sometimes you're going to say and things like that. But, and what the atmosphere is going to be if you decide to be a blogger live, or however, you've got to, be spontaneous. But there are some things of how to start a podcast. There's so much information out there. We have come across some great tools and things like that for podcasting, and a lot of people want to get into it. So
there's a plethora of information out there. You just have to want to do it, but consistency.
Absolutely. A plan, vision. Yeah, how do you see it? That's what people have to know. How do you see doing something like that? What would you say? How am I going to say? And what does it take to pull together a set to be able to do this? We see some great sets. Have you been doing any research about, what people's backgrounds look like? Are they in the studio? Their backdrops, all kind of things. Right. Have you kind of like looked and
no.
Have you seen different shows and things like that?
I have not. Like, this is my first time, and it can seem so overwhelming.
Yes, absolutely.
It can seem so overwhelming, but you know what, Yolanda? I'm ready.
Oh,
you make me ready. You make me ready.
You're ready. That's what again, getting back to your book, Mother May I, with all due respect, so much information, so many needs
Yes.
that have to be filled, so much
Mhm.
healing, so you could actually be on and go on and on and on about the subject matter, and to have people communicate back with you, whether
Yes.
you are doing it live, whether you're pre-recording. You're going to have people under your in your chat asking questions, wanting to know how this, talking about their experience, and it's just you've already are ready. And so that's the main thing. You have to plan your concept. What am
Right.
I going to talk about? What's my niche? Who's my audience? And you're just going to have to show up. You got to have a catchy name. And you've got to be able to, like I said, be able to just convey that message over to your audience, and, build a relationship with your people, with your audience and things, your fans and your followers.
Yeah.
It's got to be a real relationship. And the reason I was talking about the young lady Beloved, because she had to try to build relationships. She had millions. I think she has 2 point something million
Wow.
or more followers. So how you build a relationship with people that you don't know? It's going to take a minute.
Right.
It really is. So are there other things beside podcasts that you feel will come out of your book?
Well,
Other things that you feel like, this would be an idea. I think you were mentioning just having like a forum or some kind of thing where you can bring people together.
yes, I do. The vision that I do have is I would like to bring mothers and daughters together. The vision that I see right now is a Mother May I movement. I would like to have an annual Mother May I movement, which is going to be a symposium. I want to bring the 7 cities together.
Yes.
Annual, to have a annual meeting of the 7 cities, so we can bring them together, so we can meet, and we can bring the mothers and daughters together. And I want to have them come together and meet. We can have them answer questions, just like the book.
Yes.
Instead of writing the letters in the book, we can bring them together, and we can have a panel of therapists, pastors, a group of mothers and daughters. We can bring them, and we can have a microphone.
Yes.
We can have a drop box of index cards with truths written on them, or we can bring their truth in person. We can have that panel on stage, and we can ask questions together. And that can happen annually. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And when that happens, I think that will be a monumental movement. And then before that movement happened, I'm going to start a mock one. I'm going to have
Absolutely.
a mock.
I like that.
Right? I'm going to do that mock. I'm going to start the mock movement. I'm actually going to do that in October. I'm going to start the mock one in Portsmouth. I'm going to do that with partnering with Renew Her Campus. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's a nonprofit
organization.
Yes, it's a nonprofit organization. It's called Renew Her Campus out of Portsmouth. I'm going to do that in October, and I'm going to try to either do that with the Portsmouth Welcome Center or the Portsmouth Library. It's going to be either or. That's going to happen in October.
Oh, that is marvelous.
Yes, I am working on that now. Yeah. So more to come on that. More to come.
So you get started writing, and so many things are birthed from just that. The vision is big, and you see it play out. You see the plan play out,
Yeah.
Step by step.
It's definitely in the works.
Absolutely. Want to just say hello to some of you guys. Walter, what's going on? I see you up here. Let's see. Al, what's going on? Let's see. Brielle, what's happening? It's so many of you guys up here. Des, I just saw you go by. Wayne, hello. Nathaniel, what's going on? Abel, let me see. Yeah, Abby, I'm sorry. Abby, what's going on? Milton, hi. Audrey, what's going on? So many of you all up here. Sheila Robbins, how are you? Oh, still, let me see. There's somebody that I need to pull in real quick. Yeah, so you all, it's so many of you guys on Facebook. I'll get to you in a little bit. Instagram, you are there. Write something in the chat so I can see who you are. And let me know what you all are going to do this weekend. What's going on? What's happening?
It's going to be hot.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be a scorcher.
It's going to be a hot. What you going to do this weekend?
I'm going to be working on this mock
Oh,
Mother May I movement.
yes, that is marvelous. You're getting right on it.
I am.
I'm glad.
October is going to be here soon.
Yes.
So I'm going to be keeping you guys abreast of this mock movement. So just keep on my Facebook page, and I will let you guys know. Her name is Angela Brown. Renew Her Campus, and I will let her know. I will keep you abreast of things, and you'll find out soon.
Oh, wow. That is absolutely marvelous. Yes.
I just want to thank you for having me, and I'll let you know soon.
All right. Yeah. Your book is available through where?
Amazon.
Yes. Absolutely.
Mother May I, with all due respect. Amazon. And when you purchase it, please, ladies and gentlemen, leave a review.
Yes, absolutely. Because I tell you what, we want to see many more books, many more projects from Lakeisha. We want to see podcasts. We want to see movies. We want to see a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure, with her doing what she's doing, she's going to inspire many to do the same thing, to get out there and give the gifts, whether it's writing, singing, radio, whatever, education, whatever. We can inspire others to do. When people see us doing, they'll say, wait a minute, I think I got some things in me. Or things that you have put on the back burner. It's time to pull those things off the back burner. And get to moving and give us the things that God has given you for us. These things are for us. So I advise you all to, just like Lakeisha doing, just get up, get to going, get to doing, and recognize who you are, what you are, and the gifts that God has given you. So, you all stay tuned for a lot of things that are going to take place. Again, if you all have any questions, anything for Lakeisha, are you on social media? Can they reach you through social media?
I am on Instagram.
Good.
And I am on Facebook.
Oh, very good. Lakeisha Williams. You all check her out and check out the book and get started, get ready, and get healed. Because Mother May I is about healing. It's about having a voice to speak out. It's about connection. And that mother and daughter relationship is important. And sometimes that mother and daughter relationship falls apart.
It does.
The thing about it is sometimes not knowing how mothers, what they feel and think. And sometimes we don't know what our daughters feel and think. And communication is, we break down, talking about suffering in silence and keeping things in and not being open and hiding our feelings and stuff. Women can do it too. And it is a good thing for you all to get the book, see how women express themselves, and begin to have a better relationship with your mom.
Definitely.
A lot of times, and you just mentioned it, you just don't know, mom may expire. Like you said, the lady in 3 months, she got connected with her mom, but in 3 months, she said she was her mother was gone. And sometimes it's just that quick. We can stay away and not communicate and hold back our feelings and be mad. And the next thing you know, mama is sick and ready to go.
Yeah.
And you don't have time. You don't have but a little bit of time. Sometimes people don't get that opportunity to say, I'm sorry. They go to the grave and they have not mended relationships. We don't want that to happen. So Lakeisha, wrote this book so you all can feel free.
Yes.
Enough to say, Mama, can we talk? Or can I send you a letter? Or can we text one another? Or you may not want to look at her face to face, or you may not want to hear certain things. But I tell you what, the chance to speak out and reconnect with one another to have a better relationship is definitely key. We need folk. You had just mentioned about doing a podcast and needing a support system.
Yeah.
And so in our relationships, we need support systems. We need our mother. We need our fathers. We need our brothers. We need our sisters. But there are times, there is a disconnect in families. And so the best thing you can do is do the best you can. And then when the right opportunity comes, then let God allow you all to bring healing to one another in some way or another. You may not be, homies all day. You may get with your mom. Y'all may not be on each other, every second, but at least you are able to say, Mom, I love you, or, I wish things had been different in the past, but now, we can do things better and see where things go. This book will show you how, you can actually express yourself and let that happen. So we are very, very excited. And thank you for being on FYI Morning Show, young lady.
Thanks for having me, Yolanda.
You're welcome. Now, look, y'all, let me give you all some things, some upcoming shows real quick before we go. FYI After Dark, we're going to have Nichelle Buffalo. She's running for Chesapeake City Council. She'll be on with us coming up this week. Next week, she'll be on along with Money and More. I promised you all we would do that. Money and More with Raynard Boyce. He's a financial expert. He'll be here to talk about money management, stewardship, investments, and more. Look, an economy like now, what we're living in, we need to hear more and more about how we can do better with our money, how we can make money, how we can sustain our family. So Raynard Boyce will be on with us on next week. Let's see, who else is coming on? Jason Baker, cryptocurrency. Do you know a lot about cryptocurrency, Lakeisha?
I do not. I need to listen to that one.
So he is going to talk about some of the things that are going on, some of the things according to the law, some of the things that we should be thinking of and investing possibly in. It's here to stay.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we have to definitely make sure we, keep our ears open. That may be the future, cryptocurrency. We don't know, but we got to find out.
It is. I believe it is.
Yes. So make sure you all join us. Look, Monday Sports Talk, Shout Out Monday. Join us for that. And FYI After Dark. Look, I'm going to have actually some ladies that's going to come on. We're going to talk about various things that's dear to their heart on our After Dark show. Okay. And so I want you to join us. We'll probably after down the bottom of July start bringing on friends just to have a dialogue with Yolanda, the lady Hnton, and let's see what happens. Let me see. Summer fun. We had a great coach come on for our summer fun segment. We're going to continue with that segment, talking about water safety, pool and beach safety and things like that. But we'll continue with our summer fun segments, and we want you all to join as we continue those segments. I wanted to give an announcement. Crystal Community Development Corporation, my organization, Young Women Achieving Success. In October, we're going to have our Pizza and a Dialogue. If you've gone on the website, www.bulwickacademy.com, we have the initiative there where you can see, people talk about bullying. You can get the books. Bullying is right underneath your nose, and the Diary of a Former Bully. There's a game, Bulvic, Bulvic, that's also on Google Play and iTunes. Of course, you can get it on the website. But all these things are going to be happening in October. The introduction of our Pizza and a Dialogue segment, and you'll be able to, talk to the author, Yolanda Hnton, and talk to me about, your experience with bullying and things like that. We do it every year. Sometimes we do the rally. We're going to do Pizza and a Dialogue this year and just bring youth groups and things together to share. And we'll also have an online presence where you all can talk to us online, ask any questions and things like that. So Young Women Achieving Success, not only are we going to sponsor that along with Bulwick Academy, we're going to also recruit girls 10 to 17 in the program. And if you want more information about the program, just email me at crystocommunity@cox.net, CRISTO community@cox.net, and get more information on recruiting. We start the program every year in October. And so if you all are interested, parents, if you're interested, you can either inbox me right here where you are, or email me at crystocommunity@cox.net. You can also be a special guest on FYI Morning Show Live or After Dark, intern or sponsor. I just want to clap for our interns and thank God for our sponsors, beardgods.com and Bulwick Academy. Thank you so much for sponsorship. And you can contact me again here or FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. So look, we're going to see you on Monday. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to connect with Lakeisha Williams, her book, Mother May I, with all due respect. Get the book, ladies or men, whoever.
Definitely.
Get the book and, make sure you support our authors. Any last thing, anything going on right now, Lakeisha, that you just want to shout out, or anybody that you want to shout out?
Well, my mom, Ava Hnton, definitely. And yes, get the book. And I just want to say this. Mother May I is not about inviting people to the cookout and your best friends automatically. Remember COVID? It's a process. Yes. Healing is a process. We did not get back into the communities right away. We came back in due time. It's a process. So healing is a process. Yes. It takes time. It's a process to heal, coming back one day at a time. Absolutely. Give it time, okay?
Oh, give it time. That's
Yes.
good. That's really good. So you all make sure you connect. Keisha's on social media, and you all can reach out to on my pages. Make sure you follow. Make sure you join us over here at Hnton, YHINTON. If you have not connected and follow me and I'll follow you back. So many of you all are on. I'm looking forward to actually seeing you all on Monday. Make sure you connect again. And let's see, even Instagram is up here. Somebody's here, let's see, that wanted to, but it's Riff something, Riff Q. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but I'm going to say good morning to you all up here, and many more. Just make sure you say something in the chat and I can see you. Sheila Robbins, if you're over there on Facebook, good morning. Whoever else is up there, let me see if I can pull you up. Let me see if you're there. Usually it comes on the side, and I can usually see you all after the show is over. So make sure you kind of like say something to me so I can respond to you all in the chat. Sheila Robson, Mark Howard, Karamoko, how are you? All you guys up here, thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. So look, I'm out of here. We're going to let our friends over here on TikTok get on out of here. And then we're going to say goodbye to the rest of you guys. Again, thank you for joining. Have a wonderful weekend. I don't know what I'm going to do something. Thank you. Thank you, Lakeisha.
Oh, I got so nervous in the beginning.
Oh,
Did you
no,
see that?
what? No. Hold on. Let me tell them. Let's see y'all.
Where I am now.
Bye. Okay, we had 114 people there, 255. Okay, look, see you all. Bye now.